Hello everyone, today I am playing Animal Crossing, and I say today, actually this was last week when it was Halloween, and I thought I wanted to do some Halloween things because I know some of the video games like this and also Splatoon that you'll be able to get to see later on in this video, um, be a, yeah, you get to see all the Halloween things. I am recording my voice later on, you probably already worked that out, but I thought, you know, I looked at the footage, I didn't film my talking over. I know that's got a name. It wasn't very good. It wasn't very good, so I felt I'm going to redo it and put these videos together because I felt they could be separate, but I'm going to put them together anyway. I have removed some of the bits of the footage that were not really necessary, but I want to just show you some of the Halloween stuff. And this bit's actually quite slower, but I've speeded up some of the later bits because actually they're quite repetitive, but this bit is quite similar. Basically, this is Jack. Um, yeah, you probably seen my Halloween video. Well, you might have not actually. I think I don't know how many views it's got at the moment, but I enjoy making that Halloween video. I'm gonna be doing some bloopers. I was actually meant to do some of the bloopers in the last Halloween at the end of the last Halloween video, but I decided it was going on for long enough and I was running out of time. There were things I did want to do a bit more on, but that's the main thing. This is anyway, this is, yeah, the Halloween video. I'm done and I've put some lighting effects and stuff. I hope it's not going to be too jarring. That bit looks a bit jarring. Yeah, it looks very jarring and some of it. I don't know why it keeps going up bright and not bright, but that's weird. Anyway, yeah, Jack's just telling you he likes sweets. Well, he says candy, but that's because Jack is American apparently, and he doesn't know how to say sweets. But anyway, yeah, and but he really likes lollipops. So you have to get some lollipops and some sweets to um feed his hunger, I guess. And so that's good. I think you know we can do that, and I think I know what happens because I'm from this later on. Well, beforehand, but yes, because yeah, I've filmed this obviously in Halloween. I was meant to actually release this video on Wednesday. I actually completely forgot about doing that for some stupid reason, so I'm going to be releasing it today instead. Though I'm hoping to, yeah, like I said, the bloopers I'm hoping for to come out tomorrow. So I will. Some of them are just a very small. Most of them are just little hip hop and stuff, but not all of them. You know. So yeah, I'm very happy with the But yeah, this we're playing Animal Crossing first. We'll show the footage of that. Like I said, I've edited some bits out and I have sped bits up, but just because because that's what I want to do. Okay, I just realised that there was a bit of rustling sounded because of the oh, what was it? Because of my I close where I was holding my phone. I hope me moving it will make less rustling sounds. Can't guarantee it though, so sorry if that is the case, but I'm hoping not. But yeah. So yeah, I'm I'm pretty in an upbeat mood at the moment. So yes. What else can I talk about? Um, oh yes, I listened to a video about the next Pokemon game, and I just want to get my point of views about what will be happening on the 25th anniversary, so next year, and a bit about that because I know a lot of people are very excited about it being a very big thing, but because I'm going to be the downer person for this, but and be very pessimistic because of the state of the world at the moment. I'm slightly wondering if there might not even be a Pokemon game next year. Like a lot of people do complain about how Pokemon games are being rushed out every year and stuff. And I say a Pokemon game, I mean a mainstream Pokemon game. I do expect some Pokemon game to come out of some sort. A lot of times there've been app games and stuff like Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Sleep also should come out or get some mention sooner or later, but maybe it won't. Who knows? There's also Detective Pikachu, for the Switch. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if it's a sequel yet or not, but we're just gonna call it Detective Pikachu for the Switch. But I think it's like, from what I can tell, it's like adding, like, it's the full game as well as an extra bonus chapter thing. And I think it's going to look great on the Switch. It looked really good on the 3DS, and considering, well, the 3DS is the 3DS, I'm imagining it's going to look amazing on the Switch. So I think it's going to be good. And also, it's going to also be boost the I think it's going to boost the audience because of the old film that came out and stuff. And yes, I sped this bit up. I'm hoping it's just because it was quite slow, but yes, you can see what it is. But yeah, like I said, you have to go round, get sweets, you get items, or I think reactions as well. Um, you can get lollipops and stuff. You can also go to people's houses and you can, like I showed earlier, but yes, and you can get some more there. But you get the idea. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon topic now. So yeah, I'm just, because of how the world is being at the moment, and considering people always they do say like the oh you know the the detective yeah, you know how like the games have been rushed, and how the world is at the moment. I just feel I have a slight feeling it just might not no game might not release. Um, but if there is going to be one, it's either going to be Diamond Pearl remakes. I think that might be the most likeliest. But though I have to admit, I feel some of the evidence that people are putting online for those games are terrible. Like I do think Diamond Pearl logically makes sense. It's the next one in this timeline of games that's supposed to be remade, because obviously the first there was first Red and Blue, obviously got made in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Then there was Pokemon Gold and Silver that were made when Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Then there's Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Um, they Ruby and Sapphire got remade into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And then there's Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green that got remade into Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Well, sort of. It's actually a remake of Pokemon Yellow, but because it kind of times up well with the timeline, I'm going to say third version gets remade then into two versions, because Pokemon prefer two versions. So then the next Pokemon games, obviously, logically, would be um, Diamond Pearl, and then maybe Let's Go Johto remakes after that. However, I still don't feel that is really enough evidence. Like, I, I don't know. I just don't think it is, um, because I think it maybe I've been just put off slightly by all the theories about, like, all these quite ridiculous theories about um things like linking up, because I've heard about something to do with the crown jewels. You'll know who I'm talking about if you've watched any of these videos. I'm not going to name and shame any YouTube videos from other YouTubers, especially considering I'm a tiny YouTube channel compared to any of those, or any YouTube channel full stop. But I don't know. I have to be honest. Like, saying, in my opinion, crown jewels linked to Diamond and Pearl, like the Diamond Pearl and stuff. That crown jewels are obviously in England, so that makes sense. And Diamond Pearl probably did take a bit of inspiration from English culture a bit. That's fine. It makes sense. Like all Pokemon games take ideas from different cultures, even if it isn't linked. Like Black and White, for example, they take tons of things that like knights and stuff that could be considered English as well. So, and I can't see any things about that yet, have I? So, I don't feel that's. I'm just saying, I don't feel certain things that are linked to different, like, areas around the world in a different Pokemon game, especially if it's a game that's older than the Pokemon game. So, like, I'm saying, Diamond Pearl are older than Pokemon um, Sword and Shield, and so even though they may take inspiration from the English um like lore and folk tales and on the whole of UK. It doesn't even have to be just England, but even if they take inspiration from that, I don't feel it's like enough evidence to say that, well, they're gonna then make some new Pokemon, the remake those Pokemon games in the same generation. I just think it's just silly, really. It doesn't mean anything. Like, okay, I guess there is obviously you could argue with Sun and Moon that was the case, but there was a lot of evidence to say in last Generation 7 with Sun and Moon, there would also be Diamond and Pearl remakes, but there weren't. So I don't feel it's enough evidence. But, you know, I'm just saying my opinion, and obviously you may disagree. Some other reasons, I think also some of the things like you're saying Wasper Queen and stuff being in the tree. Oh, that's in the Isle of Armor. That's evidence to say that we're putting attention on a Diamond and Pearl as well as Spiritomb as well. I've heard Spiritomb a lot, and I feel that is makes it less likely because it's a reference. But the fact is, if Spiritomb is in those games, it means that there is no need to make some remakes. Because actually, the whole point of the reason why Pokemon started doing remakes was because you couldn't get Kanto Pokemon from the in yeah, okay, I say Kanto Pokemon. It doesn't have to be Kanto and Johto. You couldn't get transfer Gold and Silver Pokemon to Ruby and Sapphire. It was just not possible. So I don't agree. And oh yeah, we're starting Splatoon. Let's just say I've really enjoyed doing these the Halloween events. I love Halloween, but that's um completely well, it's not even off topic really. It's actually probably more on topic than I'm talking about. But um I even completely forgot what I was saying. But it was to do yeah, I feel. Oh yes, Spiritomb. I just feel because they don't. Because yeah, they originally remade them so they could put older Pokemon into make it available for other players. So I'm saying basically what I'm trying to say is I don't feel having a reference like that about Spiritomb is evidence in any shape or form. In fact, I think it probably makes it less likely to be the case. However, there are reasons why I do think I mentioned about my reasons about like it makes logical sense in that sense, but I don't know. I do think there I wouldn't say there I think there is obviously a few evidence that's quite key, like the Krogunk statue. I feel that is actual evidence because it's a very random thing that Pokemon put in, and it's not any I wouldn't say it's any like complete saying, oh, is Generation 4 games are confirmed or anything. I'm not saying that, but I do think that is something that is evidence because it's a little thing that is just put there that it's just insignificant and in most situations. So I just think it could be a little reference. And there's also some really like random things like the map that the people are saying, oh, it looks like the UK upside down, or was it? I think it was on its side, I think, or was it upside down in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? To be honest, I feel that was a slight reference. I think it wasn't obviously attention. It doesn't. I think even though it doesn't look exactly the same, it does look similar in a way, and I think if you look at Galar, it does look not exactly the same to the UK. So I don't feel it's like an unreasonable reason why. So, I'm just saying I'm not certain though. I'd just like to say, I'm not sure. I can't remember if I win this battle or not. I know I'm not going to say actually if I win more or less, but because that'd be just spoilers. What's the point of you watching a video of me just telling you everything what's going to happen? But so yeah, you get the idea. I don't want to say that no, there's definitely chance for um Diamond Pearl remakes. I know a lot of people saying it's also at the 15th anniversary of um Diamond Pearl. Um, is that true? I don't know. It apparently is true, but does that make no? I think it's that. I don't know. Apparently it is anyway. It seems weird to me. 21. That would mean it came out 2006. It might come out later in this area, so maybe that's why. I think that's probably why I'm getting a bit muddled. But yeah, I think it came out 2007 in England. But I have to remember that the older games didn't necessarily come out the same time in each area, so wouldn't surprise me if that is the case. But I do, yeah, I do think that but I think that is a sort of a. I wouldn't say that's really like that's reasons like it's considering it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. It's like me saying, well, it's 25 years since the original Pokemon games, and I would be astonished if we were going remakes of that. However, I do see re-releases of those games, but and there's also other Pokemon games, like also Sun and Moon is another example. Like, well, we're gonna get Sun and Moon then if that's the case, because it was 5 years ago now. Will be 5 years. Yeah, it would have been because it came out on 20th. So, do you see what I mean? That's not. I don't feel that is. I agree. It's possibly some idea, but I don't know. I don't think. I don't. I don't really. I agree and I disagree. I agree that yeah, it's possible that I don't think really it's possible, but I don't really think it's evidence to be honest. It's but I do know Pokemon are aware that people like Diamond Pearl for I have to be honest for some reason because I don't really like Diamond Pearl. I like Platinum even. I can't even say Platinum, but I think it's a good game and it fixes a lot of the problems that I have with Diamond Pearl. I've said this before, but I don't. But so I'm probably never going to be super excited. But I do think remakes are definitely necessary because a game that's broken means a remake can fix it. That's kind of why the third versions are so good in a lot of ways because it fixes a lot of the problems. Except for, I would say, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where they fix some of the problems ish, and then made more problems to add on to it. Like I think they fixed some like the intro a bit better. It's better timed and paced a little bit. I wish they cut down on a bit of the dialogue. I feel some of it's very unnecessary, and I feel even though I understand that the game they want it to be handholdy, I don't think it's too handholdy a bit. I would think, and I get it's useful. I don't think they need to tell me exactly where to go all the time. Maybe people are young children are struggling, maybe you could have a Rotom feature that allows you to receive a point you the way to go, and because they do that anyway. But I don't think they need it. Like I don't think considering they have a text box saying that, I don't really see why they need to have more information. I think they need to just let go of you a bit more, and then but but at the same time, I love the story in Sun and Moon, and Sun and Moon are I would say probably my second favorite Pokemon games, except for Black and White. And I like to say I think that's one thing that people criticize about Black and White being a bit too of a um, straight system. I completely disagree with that though. Even though Black and White 2, they do enhance it a lot more. I feel in Black and White, like Cabanio, I think that's how you say his name. I found him in the cave completely by accident. Oh, there's a funny story actually. That's with this. I saved outside the cave, not, and then every time had to go hunting down up to catch Cabanlion, and I just still kept trying I don't know how many times I did it a lot, but I don't know why I thought not to just save right next to the Pokemon. It was ridiculous why I didn't do that, but even though and I didn't have Flash either, and he's in the flash cave, or a cave that needs flash. So why didn't I just do save right next to the Pokemon? That would have been so much easier. And yes, it was my first Pokemon game, so maybe I could can give me a little bit of leeway on that. But at the same time, oh yeah, I was really surprised how well I did with the sniper in a lot of ways. But um, yeah, I just think it was completely it was just me being stupid, really. I should have just. I think there's some things that I think I get. I understand. I think I do the right. I think there's the things that you look back and you think, why did you do that? I think I don't know why. I can't really even think there was any reason why I didn't think about doing it because I think I have saved in caves before. Like I get like some games obviously don't save. You can't save in dungeons, but I hadn't actually played a Pokemon game or any RPG at that point. Pokemon was my introduction to RPGs. So I don't even have that like excuse to go on. So I don't know. But put it this way. Um. Anyway, I keep going off topic, but yes, I think when people say black and white are this really straightforward region with no like alternate routes or anything, just they're just wrong, really. You can like all the swords of justice are all off like track and stuff. I've pretty much. I think Terrakion is slightly not, but not exactly. There's also that like that rivery area near the beginning that you can go back to. Near the I say it's a river. I think it's actually the sea, but that is all completely separate. There's obviously the other half of the region that's all for you to explore. I think the post game in Black and White is actually pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it's so much you can do after the game. It's a really good game. I know not everyone likes the game, and it doesn't help if you don't like the Pokemon. But because I really like the Pokemon, they are the Pokemon I consider as Pokemon. They're like like when you see a Pokemon, you kind of always think this is the Pokemon. Um, these are the true Pokemon. As it for like people obviously see the Kanto Pokemon. The Gen 1ers, the Kanto Pokemon are the some people say the only true Pokemon, but that's not true. That others do say they are like some really they're like some they're like the Pokemon that I think because they defy what a Pokemon is to someone. I think put it that way. Like you look at these Pokemon, you expect them to like not necessarily look the same because obviously you don't want the same, but like be similar Pokemon that are designed like it, if you know what I mean. And I feel Unova Pokemon are not necessarily like that. So they're a lot more. They're meant to be a lot more cooler, and I can see in most of these designs, not all, but I think I can understand where they're coming with that. So you know, I yeah, I think I really like Unova Pokemon, and I think they're pretty good. And I don't. How did I get onto this conversation anyway? Oh yeah, I was talking about um my thoughts time fall. But anyway, and Platinum. But yeah, I feel Platinum does fix a lot of the problems, and I think a remake can also help with fixing a lot of problems, and not all of them. I'm sure they'll make it a bit easier to know where to go. I think that's something that could possibly work. But I also feel, I have to be honest, Sinnoh does feel quite linear. I feel even though it's not linear at all, it's definitely more open worlded than any other region. Maybe that's a reason why it should be in it because it could be just one whole open world game. That'd be amazing, but I don't think that's happening. And no one get your hopes up for that. That is just a dream pipe, a dream way. I don't know what dream pipe. I think as people say like Mario like a pipe dream because Mario goes in pipes. I think that's what they're saying, or it's maybe just some American expression. I have no idea what they're talking about. But I really but I think Sinnoh does definitely have alternate routes. It has a lot, but at the same time, I feel they still guide you across a lot of the way. And I feel something that I really dislike about Sinnoh is well, the HMs, they're a nightmare, and defog is one of the worst in existence, especially because it's absolutely useless. But I think just it's just fact. Defog's useless. But I think like Flash, for example, and other ones, they're like all off routes. You have to go looking for them, and I feel with HMs you need like important things to guide you through. You need to know these things. You can't just expect people to find them. I think that's another. Flash has always been a nightmare when people playing them in games, but or the Pokemon Company. But yeah, like things obviously you want like TMs for example, like special moves, you want them hidden. But HMs for example, you don't want them hidden because if you have them hidden, people will get lost and it will be difficult and it's not meant to be a challenge to get to the end of the story in that sense. I think yeah, there's like good difficulty problems and that is like Pokemon being difficult to get and finding secrets to help you improve your Pokemon, but moves that are just trying to slow down your progress and stuff aren't something that should be hidden away in a cave somewhere. And that's a slight exaggeration, but you know, they shouldn't. They need to be easy to find, good for the plot, and actually, or even they shouldn't even need to find them. You probably should just be given them, to be honest, a lot of the time. And I think that's another reason why I don't like HMs. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like HMs, but I think that's one of them. Anyway, I think it's near the end of the video now. But yeah, I think I lost 3 of those matches and won one of them. But I really like this. I really like the Halloween fence. I really like the Splatfest. I have no idea who won it. I should have probably checked beforehand, but I chose Team Sweet because I felt um, or Treat even, and because I much prefer, even though I like the idea of tricks more. I feel I probably don't. I think most people they don't like being the person who receives the tricks. They like the treat. While treats you like them both way around. So that's why I went for treat. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.